So, start off with where you're from.
I'm from Roxbury, Massachusetts, as most people may know, which is about, really, it's not outside of Boston. That's really what Boston's about. I mean, a lot of people say they're from Boston, but they're actually not. But I'm from, basically, if you hear about Roxbury, anybody that's from Massachusetts, the first thing you hear about Roxbury, if you ask your parents when you go there, they'll tell you no.
Freshman year, you met Shaudy.
Yeah. Freshman year we met. We came up here for the summer of our freshman year. It was the beginning. It was the summer before we started our freshman year season. I just not really being familiar with the weather and just the whole East Coast. I got here. I arrived here like probably in the middle of the day. I had a sweater. I can remember the exact thing I had on. I had a Hollister sweater on, jeans, and some shoes and Air Forces. And I met Shaudy. He got out the car with this pink polo shirt on, and that's all I remember. He had a pink polo shirt. I'm like, who's this guy with this pink polo shirt? I don't know if he's a player or he's just a regular student here, because he had a full-grown beard. I'm like, well, we're all the same age. I wouldn't think somebody would have, a full-grown beard like this guy. But we met, and he told me his name. He told me his name was Shaudy, so I told him my name was Kyle. And then next thing you know, we ended up going to North, which is a housing complex here on campus.
Your first impressions of Shaudy?
I mean, I can remember the exact moment I first met him. I was up here for orientation, actually, and I guess he was staying up here for the summertime, and he had been here already. And I was walking up to the pit center to go meet with Coach Bolus, actually, one of the football coaches here, and talk about what to do in the summertime, what I would be, when I'd be coming up here and things like that, just to say hi. And walking up the hill, I was coming up to a pretty large individual walking up on the sidewalk, and I didn't think anything of it at first. Thought maybe that's a football player, I don't know. And I walked past him, and I was about 25, 30 yards away, and I hear someone behind me yell out my name. I turned around and I was like, I wonder who that could be. And it was the big fella I just passed by, and he comes running over to me. And I had no idea what was going on. He sticks his hand out and he goes, "Yo, I'm Shaudy, it's nice to meet you. I saw your film, you look pretty nice. I'm excited to meet you, I'm excited for you to come up here." And I was stunned, because it was a great first impression.
First impression of Kashadis.
My first impression of Kashadis, I came up here for camp when first reported, and I was walking up to I was walking over to a meeting we had in the, I think it was in the Eggerton Center. I forget where it was. It was one of the centers. And Kashadis runs up to like me and three other kids who were just getting to know each other. And he's like yelling from across like the road. And we were looking back trying to figure out who this kid was. And we looked back and Shaudy running over to us. He's like, "Yo man, what's up? I'm Kashadis. Go by Shaudy." And we're like, "Oh. Okay, Shaudy. Okay, great." So, I thought he was joking. I didn't know that was his real name. But, I mean, it was great.
And so, like, what are some of the bad things that happen in Roxbury? Seeing you're from there, firsthand.
It varies. Chilling at a park that we call back home Washington Park, and we'll have a lot of events there. But a lot of gangs also come there, too, as well, and we'll try to, like, make it peaceful, but it never ends up being peaceful, and there's always something that happens, ranging from girl fights, stab-outs, shootings, carjackings, all type of crazy stuff.
And you've also been in some of these situations.
Yeah, I've actually about a month into my 18th birthday, I actually got stabbed. I remember like it was yesterday. It was crazy. I mean, it was a summer party. One of my friends were throwing it. It was also around that time. It was a lot of graduation parties and a lot of good luck parties wherever you're going. And a few of my friends were going to school, so I decided to have a party. And I was thinking to myself, I was just like, that night, I was just like, all right, well, this is my last party because I'm really trying to go to school and focus on football and whatnot. And I can't be running around, fooling around if I'm trying to accomplish that. So I ended up going to the party with my friends, and it was actually a cool night. Me and my friends, a couple guys back home, we like to do music, so we recorded a few songs. The party was going well. The girls were there. Everything was set. They were playing our music. We were having fun, and then a fight broke out, and me and my friends tried to break the fight up. And as I went to go break the fight up, I noticed that the back of my shirt was wet and it was warm, and I'm thinking somebody had like spilled their drink on me. So I touched the back of my shirt, and as I touched the back of my shirt, I looked at my hand and it was red. First thought in my head was just like, all right, I got stabbed and I'm about to die. So upon that, I know that the first couple of reasons why people die would either they get shot or get stabbed because they go into shock. And I kind of felt myself going into shock, and I just started like not thinking about it as much, which is crazy because at the time when you get stabbed, there's no way you can't think about not getting stabbed if it just happened.
What had happened? You went back home to stabbing. Would you ever thought that it ever happened to him?
No.
Like you see any random person on the street, would you think that about him?
No. I mean, Shaudy's he's really outspoken like myself. Like he's more outspoken than I am, but he's a very outspoken person, and he's a person to get along with really well. But I would never think that he would put himself in a predicament like that, just based off of his personality and characteristics. But as far as being stabbed, I wouldn't necessarily say that. I would just say that he's just a kid just trying to make it out, make it out.
But there's definitely something in a boy's life that makes him a man, and for him that was it. And I mean, any guy you talk to, something inspires them, and that's what inspires him, and that's definitely a great inspiration.
Make it seem like I'm happy that it happened, because I'm really not, but in a sense I am happy because it's awoken me, and it showed me like what life's really about and how quick you can lose it. And I think a lot of kids nowadays don't know how precious life is. Like, not just like some people don't appreciate just being alive, like just being able to wake up every morning and being able to touch the ground when you get off that bed. Like, that's a blessing from God. Not, oh, I didn't get these new sneakers that just came out by LeBron, or I didn't get these new Nikes that came out. So, it really has molded me to the man I am today, and I'm actually glad I'm here to share my story.